My name is Bobby Smith. I am the field president for Powur. We are blessed and humbled to be the fastest growing solar company in the United States, if not the world. And we're thrilled to have you here tonight. Our Zoom tonight is dedicated to our guests. Someone invited you here to hear about a career path, a way to supplement your current income, add to what you're currently doing, enhance your portfolio. We've been attracting many people recently in the real estate business. Unfortunately, the economy's killed the real estate industry. It's killed the mortgage industry. And there are many people looking now for different pathways in this rather extraordinary economy we have. I'll just start off again by wishing everyone a happy holiday week. We're very thankful here at Powur. We're thankful for our position in the marketplace. We're thankful for, being able to have 25 to 50 million in cash in the bank. We're thankful to be building homes for families in need and to be giving back to the communities. We're thankful to be raising money to fight the inequities of our government that's trying to kill clean energy in markets around the United States, most recently the great state of California. So, with great success comes great responsibility. And we feel great responsibility to our members, to our children, to our grandchildren, to build a cleaner world. And we are honored to be able to provide a career path for those that are seeking one. We're also honored to have a gentleman tonight to walk you through this, Mr. Jonathan Bernasso. Jonathan's a gentleman who I met on LinkedIn a few years ago now. We had a chance to connect. Again, great spot to find talented people, LinkedIn, even Facebook these days. Jonathan Bernasso represents the absolute, the highest pinnacle of the solar industry. Also a real estate professional, but Jonathan was someone who was already making more money than most people make in the solar industry. And while he was curious about our model and how we were changing the solar industry, we almost had to prove to him that we were going to be the future of solar. He joined our company. He built one of the largest organizations in the United States. He's now one of the top income earners, not only in Powur, but in the entire solar industry, in the entire world. He's built a team of people throughout the United States and expanding internationally as well. But we know him as a thought leader in the industry. He's helped our company grow through his insights and is still helping us grow and scale. Again, when you are the fastest growing solar company in the United States, there are challenges with that. We have to figure things out. We're going down a lane that no one's ever gone down before. So, and we have people like Jonathan Bernasso to thank for that. So, Jonathan, you out there, my friend?
Yes, sir. Good evening, Bobby.
It's good to have you here, my friend. And in addition to Jonathan's wisdom and success in the solar industry and the real estate industry, he's the one that's helped us contribute or give back to society by building homes for families in need. And again, I know him as a dear friend, and we know him as just a really cool guy. So, Jonathan, if you'd be kind enough, if you could take our guests through our platform this evening, and then we'll meet a couple special people along the way here. Jonathan, you have the ball.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bobby. And just to reiterate, happy early Thanksgiving holidays to you all. Hope you can spend time with your family this week. Glad that you are here. Special welcome to all of our guests. Anyone in sales, anyone in solar, if you're in home services, HVAC, roofing, maybe you're one of the ones in real estate, and maybe you're in mortgage and your business is turning down, or maybe you want to get into solar. We are glad that you're here. So special welcome to all the guests on this holiday week. And let's get right into the facts and show you guys this business model. So we install a lot of solar, but we're not necessarily a solar company. Powur is a platform. You're going to hear me speak of a pain or problem and how we offer solutions here. Older companies, brick and mortar, a lot of companies that have gone out of business. In the news recently, Tesla is shutting down solar panel business in most major markets across the country. There's a problem. The old way of doing solar is not working. So the platform model is the solution. And that's what we're going to show you tonight. We're going to go over the business model, the income opportunity, show you a video too, and have some amazing guests interviewed. Felipe and Adam here today. So let's get into the business model. Why Powur? Why solar? Stop wasting money on utility bills. We can save homeowners money across the country. You know, Powur's in over 23 states and expanding aggressively. You can have solar 0 down on your home. You could finance it, you could lease it, you could pay cash. And there's a problem. The environment needs the help. You know, the climate, if you believe in raising temperatures, if you believe the coral's dying, things are going on in Florida, Texas, all over the world. And we have a responsibility to put renewable energy as much as possible. So the solution is a 30% federal tax credit extended for the next 10 years. If you want to make money, you want to see what the government is doing. Where's the government spending their money? And they're spending it on solar and tax credits. Billions of dollars have been spent for this Inflation Reduction Act, the Green New Deal it's called. You can increase the value of your home while decreasing monthly expenditures. Solar is one of the only things that can do that. And we need clean, renewable energy. In our lifetime, we should put solar as many homes as we can. Now, how big is this opportunity? It's huge. So there's 130 million homes in our country. 90 million are eligible for solar. Not all homes are eligible for solar in the country. Now, only 3.5 to maybe 4 million have actually gone solar. That's less than 4% of eligible homes. That means 87 million eligible households are still ready for you to help them go solar. And man, we're expanding in more states as solar's business economics get better. The price, our purchasing power here at Powur gets better. Utilities we're seeing go up. This is a problem, a pain for the homeowners, and you have the solution. You get to save them money. They've seen their utility rates go up 10, 15% last year alone in Florida, Texas, California. And here's a fun fact. In 2021, someone went solar every single minute of every single day, and it's only going to continue from here. So Powur's big motto here is don't change things. Don't try to fight the existing reality. Build a new model that makes the old model obsolete. And we're going to see a few companies that did exactly that. Kmart's no longer in business. Amazon, you can have something delivered to your doorstep same day or next day. You know, taxis, they didn't change. There's no longer real big taxi companies out there. It's Uber, a decentralized platform model owned by the people. Marriott, not so much. I'd rather stay in a nice Airbnb, have my own kitchen, have my friends and family over. They've disrupted an age-old model. Blockbuster went bust. Netflix dominated them, and now we're seeing even other players join that platform model. And Prudential Real Estate, the brick and mortar real estate office, the assistant at the front, the expensive cars in the front. I don't think so. That is long gone. eXp Realty, over 80,000 agents worldwide, an online platform with a very similar model as Powur. So Powur is doing exactly this for the solar industry. We work with the top sellers, you guys, across the country, over 8,000 now nationwide. We get to partner with homeowners and help them save money. They have pains and problems. We get to help them save money and offer them a solution. We get to work with the best install partners across the country. We hire locally, and they do the best jobs for our homeowners. And the partners love us, guys. I mean, talk about REC panels, Hanwha panels, SolarEdge, Enphase, batteries. All the biggest manufacturers are vying for our business in a big way. And we're just purchasing more and more and more out of all nationwide companies. So Powur is better for homeowners, better for sellers. It's a transparent cost of goods model that we're going to see. They literally show you the cost of every item, the solar panels, the financing, everything. You get a fully customized solution. You can design the system very easily with the easiest proposal tool. You know, a lot of us have been in solar couple of years now. I've been in solar about 8 years. And honestly, it's the easiest tool to change, pivot, change commissions, and sell that we're going to see here in just a minute. Our buying power gives you more value and better pricing. And we have one of the industry's best 30-year warranties, parts, labor, roof penetration, which is amazing. And we have one of the best $1,000 ambassador referral programs. So your referral partners can send you leads and they get to make $1,000. So you may be wondering, I'm on here and I don't have solar experience. Is that a problem? Absolutely not. My twin brother Chris here had no solar and no sales experience whatsoever. Even William Contreras, we're going to see right now in a movie, no solar, no sales experience whatsoever. So a lot of our platform does not have prior solar experience. But some of us do have solar experience, and we can actually mentor, train, and coach those that don't. So it's honestly the best of both worlds. And again, if you're in home services, HVAC, roofing, if you're in real estate, seeing a slowdown in mortgages, and you just want to add some income here, great. We have options for you guys, and we have people at all different experience levels with some of the best training. So we're going to watch a video about 3 people, friends, thankfully, with all of these people, got to meet them in person. One had no solar experience, one had no sales or solar experience, and one did have solar experience. So let's go ahead and watch this video.
I just had my biggest winter in solar that I've had in 7 years. And coming from solar, having a big winter, that says a lot. My fiance quit his job last year, and now we both work from home with Powur. We're able to spend so much more time with our 3 children, and we're able to go on more vacations. I just bought myself a Tesla, and we also just entered escrow for a new home. I really feel like I'm living the dream life.
In just a few months working for Powur, I've discovered the real meaning of freedom, especially time freedom. I get to work my own hours, get to go to the gym whenever I want, and I get to spend time with my friends and family without having to take time off. I'm literally my own boss. On top of it, I've made more than ever before in my sales career.
Cada individuo que entra en Powur es como si fuera el propio dueño de su compañía solar. Porque Powur está enfocado en que cada uno de ustedes puedan lograr sus metas y sus sueños, pero a la misma vez que ayudamos a la adopción de la energía renovable al planeta. Me enamoré de ese trabajo porque ese trabajo me daba la libertad que no tenía en otros trabajos anteriores.
Other companies that I worked for had a terrible culture. I used to spend hours on the road driving from appointment to appointment for leads that just weren't that good. I was exhausted, I was overworked, money was tight, and I had to sell so many deals just to make a decent income. And there was time where I didn't know how I was going to pay the groceries.
Working for a boss in a big company was all I knew. At Verizon, I used to work 60 to 70 hour weeks with zero compensation for overtime. I'd wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, and start all over again. I had to request days off, and I missed a lot of Christmas dinners with my family.
Nací en Puerto Rico, en el 2009 vine a los Estados Unidos por primera vez. Mi primer trabajo fue en un hotel, haciendo housekeeping, como el que limpia los cuartos. En Texas comencé a trabajar con Target y H-E-B. Después conocí Coca-Cola. Cuando me hablaron de la energía solar en el 2018, busqué en Google acerca de los paneles solares. Él me introduce con Edgardo González y Edgardo me dice el plan y la estrategia que tenía para hacer crecer esto, y yo dije, yo quiero ser parte de eso.
My friend Jonathan Brunasso, who I had worked with in several of my past solar companies, told me about Powur and how I can generate my own leads and offer customers so much more than the other companies. It just felt different, and the culture was completely different from anything that I had experienced. We just got back from Mexico where Powur partnered with Prosperity Homes and they took us on an all expenses paid trip. This is what I mean by the culture at Powur. No other company has ever done anything like that for me.
I won't lie, I was very skeptical in the beginning. Having spent my whole career as a W-2 employee, moving from guaranteed paychecks to 1099 was very, very scary for me. It was Jonathan, along with other great mentors, who convinced me that I should switch to essentially becoming an entrepreneur with Powur. When I started out in October 2021, I got help from a tier 3 sales partner to close my first few deals. Since then, I've closed 19 contracts in just a few months, and I've earned more than I ever have before.
I was blown away by how easy it is to enter a lead, and there's so much control that we have for customizing proposals for a homeowner. You can choose the type of equipment you want to offer them. You can choose the type of financing from so many options. And if you know they're getting a roof or an electrical panel, you can put that in right away. And there's so much control that we have to better serve homeowners.
You get the freedom of time and being your own boss, but you also become an expert in your field. The certification courses teach you everything you need to know, and if you ever have a question or need advice, you can dig into the knowledge base or even reach out to the thriving community of Powur sellers. I get to stick to what I do best, which is selling, and leaving the rest and brand messaging to Powur. It really is the best of both worlds.
Powur me dio la oportunidad de que sin dejar el trabajo que yo tenía, podía hacerlo part-time y con el tiempo ese part-time podía darme esos ingresos que yo necesitaba para comprar mi casa, siempre y cuando yo cumpliera mis metas. Esa es la libertad que te ofrece Powur. Si tú tienes la oportunidad de alcanzar cada uno de tus sueños con algo que está ayudando a miles de personas a ahorrar dinero, ¿por qué decir que no?
I couldn't have imagined that I would be living the life I am now just 2 years into joining Powur, and I can't wait to see what we do next. My name is Cynthia Alvidrez, and I'm living a powered life.
My name is Jeff Hugh, and I'm living a powered life.
Mi nombre es William Contreras y este es mi Powur Life.
All right. I'm so incredibly proud of those three individuals. I've known Cynthia for 15 years and Jeff for over 8 years and William as well for a few years now. And they're all making more than they ever have in their lifetime. And that directly translates to impact and helping others and helping homeowners save money or building a team if they want to and get to work with our friends. You know, Jeff and I were just joking, like he sent me a funny video, you know, do we have to wake up to an alarm anymore? Do we have to go punch in at work anymore? Do we have to answer to a boss anymore? No, never, ever again. If that's a pain or issue for you, Powur could be your answer. So leveraging the platform, it's your opportunity to build a business in a box. We give you all the tools, and many of us do it virtually. In the month of August, during the summer contest, I was able to close 28 referral deals virtually on Zoom, just like this picture, without leaving my house. Because Powur gives you all the assets, the marketing assets, the materials, that virtual proposal that we're going to see, a back office, homeowner presentations. We all help each other. We all train each other. We all share with each other some of the best training. And it's really cool to be able to say that Powur even has partnered with a nationwide healthcare insurance provider, giving you and your families or your teammates some of the best healthcare affordable options out there. Now let's go ahead and see a video of some of these tools live, like the social media graphics here in our marketing asset center. You get all these websites designed for you. You get your own landing page. You get your own solar website. You get videos and questions you can share like this to generate leads. And when people enter their info, it comes directly to your inbox. So Powur gives you all that. Our marketing asset center, like I said, has flyers and postcards and swag. You can make flyers. You can download them, send them to a print shop. You could even pay for the United States Postal Service to ship them to your farming area. Maybe you want to work an area like this around your install, your neighborhood. With a click of a button, you can do it. Here's that dynamic solar proposal tool. Click on and off solar panels, see the offset, the system size, see the cost, see the commissions instantly. How much offset, what their average utility bill is, what their solar payment is going to be. All of this is here for you, the tax credit, the promotions, the pricing. And then we get into training. Powur University teaches you about roofs, about solar, inverters, what is azimuth, what directions matter when designing a solar system. If you want to learn those things, not everybody does, we have them available for you, including training on adders and pricing, even sales, if you want sales training as well. Our knowledge base has pretty much every answer to any question you could have. What's our warranty? What's the 30-year? What's our nationwide footprint? What states are we in? Do we cover all areas in those states? What are the utilities like in those states? All the training and assets are here for you, or you can work with a mentor and earn while you learn, so they can teach you all this stuff. Financing training, NFA, we have it all. We even offer a virtual site survey, which expedites the speed of the process. You can take a photo pack of 12, 13 photos, you or the homeowner, and this job is on a rocket ship to in-house designs and get you paid within a few days. You get a back-end CRM system when you join Powur. In addition to everything else, you can track your sales, you could track your team sales, you could see replies on tickets. Our project managers respond to tickets usually in 24 business hours or less. Your referral partners have their own portal. They can log in and see the progress of their referrals and their $1,000 payout. All this and much, much more when you join Powur. It truly is business in a box. Now let's get to some of the interesting stuff. How do you earn money here at Powur? So Powur has a 70-30 split of the margin. You get to see the true cost of goods, call it 20 grand, and you can sell it for whatever you'd like, maybe 30 grand. That means that you get 70% of the commission. Oftentimes that commission can be $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 for saving someone money with solar. Now you might be asking, what about the 30%? Powur keeps half of the 30%. They only operate on 15%, and they give back half of the 30% in a revenue share model that we're going to see here. So when I first saw Powur, I was like, wow, there's 5 different ways of earning here, multiple streams of income to differentiate my income. I'm not as good as the last house that I was at. I can sell personal sales and referrals and my BNI and team networking, chamber of commerce, my ambassadors, referral partners, and earn 70% of the margin. Powur pays you daily, by the way, 6 days a week. Powur gets the money and they turn around and pay you instantly. Another income stream here is what we call tier 3 or partnered sales. You can split commissions 50-50 with new sellers. Now, if you're new to solar, you got to do about 3 deals with a mentor 50-50. You get to learn while you earn, and they'll teach you everything. If you have solar experience, you only have to do 1 deal with a mentor 50-50. Now, this would get you 50% commission. Another way to earn here is the revenue share plan. You get to earn on projects on 6 levels. If you do want to build a team and let other people know about this earning opportunity, you will literally get $400, $500, $600 when someone on your team that you invited to join Powur has a solar installation. And that revenue share does pay out weekly. There are people in Powur that are trending hundreds, if not 7 figures passively from the success of the revenue share program. Something brand new, very exciting, finance rebates. Anytime you sell a loan here at Powur, you get back 1.5% of that loan. It pays out monthly on the 10th of the month, and that can honestly be $600, $700, $800 on average. Our loan rebates are just as good, if not better, than most nationwide companies out there. And we give you a loan rebate on every single loan. And then lastly, Powur is giving stock options at certain milestones. On your first installation, your teammate's first installation, or if you're able to accomplish so many installations in your first year or two with Powur, you will be given stock options. Now that's 5 unique ways to differentiate your income. The pain problem that I used to have was I was only as good as my last house. If I wasn't hitting my quota, I would be fired. Here, I can leverage on 5 different income streams, which is really, really awesome. That pathway to thriving business, when you get started here at Powur, tier 1 is all you got to do is get an electric bill, tag a mentor, have them teach you if you want, do all the work, and earn 50% commission. You just get a homeowner and get an electric bill. You can refer others. You could get a team going, get some revenue share, and get some stock options. People do this part-time or full-time. Very popular option for home services or realtors as well. Now, if you want to build this into a thriving business, full-time career, then you would get promoted to tier 2, where you can close deals on your own, getting the full commission, about $6,000, $7,000 on average per home. I know my good friend Jeff Hugh, we saw in the video, just had a commission over $14,000 on one home alone. So this is just an average, ladies and gentlemen, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 per house. And again, you can refer others, build a team, rev share, and stock options. And then tier 3, if you have solar experience, if you want to help mentor and teach others, make this your goal. Whether it takes you 6 months or a year or 2, make it your goal. If this is your career, to become a tier 3 seller, you can close personal deals and you can help other people close deals and earn 50% of that commission. And that's really where it gets exciting. We have people here making hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And we have people that just sell and don't build a team. We have people that just mentor and don't build a team. But if you want to earn multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, I say do it all. Mentor, build a team, and do it all. And we have the best training. We have the best monthly masterclass trainings. We have the best Powur University. A lot of the teammates have weekly trainings, which can be found on powurcalendar.com. Now, Powur was started back in 2013, 2014. They were just a lead gen platform. And right around 2018, 2019 is when Bobby hit me up on LinkedIn. And just in January of 2020, they launched their cost of goods model, where they are the contractor in the very first state. What they've accomplished in 3 years' time is short of amazing. They're literally one of the largest nationwide players in the country. When other companies are suffering or going out of business or trying to expand in markets and getting burned, Powur is just crushing the game. Over 6,000, 7,000 sellers nationwide, thousands and thousands of installations. Inc. 43 in 2022. For 3 years running, Powur is the fastest nationwide growing solar company that I'm super proud to represent. So we went over the industry, the pain, we went over the products that we have, the income solutions, the company and technology and marketing. And let's just give you a little taste of our team and our culture. There's so many friends and family, and you saw Cynthia talk about going to Mexico and building homes, some of the donations that we do. So let's hear a video from our amazing CEO, Jonathan Budd, and I'll be back up to finish this out.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Budd. I'm the CEO and founder of Powur. And if you made it this far, you've probably heard incredible reasons to join our company already. But I want to take a minute to share with you where this company really came from. 12 years ago, 2010, I was making lots of money I had a successful digital publishing company, but something was missing. And I really wanted the work that I actually do every day to be making a difference, to be helping to solve some of the challenges going on our planet. And I got a call one day from my friend Jim Bunch. And he said, "Hey man, I'm going on this trip with this organization, the Pachamama Alliance, and I think you should come. Can you come to the Amazon rainforest?" For some strange reason, I said yes. So I went down to the Amazon rainforest with the Pachamama Alliance, spending time with this culture that has no concept of trash, that has lived for thousands of years in that forest. And down there, in the middle of a ceremony with one of the elder shamans of this tribe, the vision for Powur came to me. What I knew in that moment was that I was meant to come back and start an organization, the first of its kind, that was going to figure out how to enable anyone to earn their livelihood and participate in the clean energy or solar revolution. And it took me almost 10 years to really figure out what it was, following the clues and the signs that has ultimately led to where we are today, which is this absolutely disruptive platform for the solar energy industry. Powur is truly here to make the biggest difference we possibly can, aiding our world in becoming sustainable, getting as much carbon out of the atmosphere as possible, and delivering the next generation of infrastructure that society is going to be built on. Now, on top of that, our purpose is to reward financially the people who make that happen more than they ever have been in their lives before. We have this fundamental belief that if you get paid really well to do good, then you're going to do more good. The vision for Powur is to build the largest clean energy platform on planet Earth. And I think the potential for Powur is to truly be a global distributed energy utility that is delivering essential services that we all need for survival at breakthrough costs. This is not just solar power. This is solar power plus storage so that we can become our own utility and we're truly grid independent. This is transportation, whether that's electric vehicles or other forms of transportation that are coming. This is, of course, our appliances and the electrification of the home. This is how we grow food, how we source water. All of these are going to be challenges in the future, and technologies are enabling a new type of way to meet these needs. So this is an incredibly exciting time. And the platform is just in its infancy. And we're now getting to the point where we're able to add so many different types of installers, whether it's HVAC contractors, roofers, solar installers, all of the infrastructure that we need to live in a sustainable world, save money, and lower our carbon footprint. This platform is going to be able to sell and fulfill. I truly think this represents a multi-trillion-dollar industry, and there is no other company, not one, that is close to where we are today in giving you the opportunity to participate. Powur is owned truly by the people. We have now done 2 record-breaking crowdfunding rounds in which we let every single person in our ecosystem become equity owners of the company. In addition, we offer stock options to every single person who joins the company if they hit certain performance criteria. And we want it that way because truly our purpose here is to shift as much wealth to the people who are building the clean energy economy as we possibly can. This is truly the time to leave your mark. This is the time to go big, to make your dreams come true, to build that career, that lifestyle, that best life that you've envisioned for yourself, making a difference, doing it with people you love, and creating the financial prosperity that you know is possible for you. So, it's been my honor to meet you and share with you a little about the vision, origin, and purpose of Powur. Now it's your turn to join this amazing company, and let's go out there and accelerate the adoption of sustainable energy together.
Wow, man, what an amazing CEO. I want to share just a quick story. they took the top 20 sellers in the nation to Mexico to build a home, work hard, play hard. And then, of course, after that, they wined and dined us. But after getting on the roof and building the roof for this home and this family, Jonathan Budd, half of us went to an orphanage and played soccer with kids from an orphanage. And I got to be in the back of the bus with Jonathan Budd for 20, 30 minutes going back to the house that we were staying at. And one of the things he told me is that he is building a sustainable solar company. Guys, companies like Titan's hurting, SunPower's taken 9 months to install, Pink Energy out of business, gone, Solar City, Tesla, gone, Peterson Dean, gone. Do you think they develop a sustainable business? We are in the business of sustainability and renewable energy. And he said, we're building a sustainable business. The friction will come. Throwing millions at it is not the answer, as we've seen at other companies that are struggling, like Lumio, not to name any names. That's not the answer. The friction will come. Like Bobby said, California net metering is coming. That's a problem. And we're throwing tens of thousands of $250,000 at this fight. And so I'm just so inspired by his visionary approach and the platform that has been created with the culture and community. Public Benefit Corporation, B certified. That is not easy to attain, 2 certifications. We donate to the Pachamama Rainforest Alliance. We help plant trees. And we build homes in Mexico, and the culture is just unreal here. What we're accomplishing and our customers and reviews, check us out on Yelp. We've got 4 or 5 stars across the board and continuing to do better and better every single day. There's 87 million homes eligible for solar. What will your impact be? Just before I hand it back over to Bobby to interview 2 amazing individuals, Felipe and Adam, just want to say that to join Powur is a $99 one-time onboarding fee to get all those tools and assets that you just saw, business in a box, websites, CRM, platform, proposals, everything, with a monthly reoccurring technology cost that includes all the trainings, websites, everything that you can need at your fingertips, the 5 income streams. Everything is available for you with this platform. So we are going to go over to Bobby Smith to interview 2 amazing individuals crushing the solar renewable space. So Bobby, the ball is in your court, sir.
Thank you, sir. Brilliant job as always. Inspiring. Yeah, can we get the spotlight on these 2 incredible people? Felipe, Adam, where are you guys?
Hey, top of the evening to you guys.
Good to see you, man. Where's Adam? We got him too. All right. Very cool. And you can come off mute. So again, for our guests here tonight, that's what this is all about. Trying to figure out, can you do this? Where could this fit into your life? Felipe, maybe you can start off and just talk about, just share with our guests here tonight, just to take a moment, if you will, what your background is.
Yeah, I've been in the mortgage space for over 20 years. So I saw this tied to real estate 100%. I mean, it's something that when people decide to go green, they're going to save money. I think when it comes to real estate mortgages, what we do most of the times, especially in the time of refinancing, is we're trying to save people money. We're trying to put that money back in their pocket where it belongs. So in solar, in essence, we ended up doing that. This is the only movement where people can retrofit their home without having to put any money in their pocket, and the property is going to go up in value. And it's either their payments going to stay the same, or in California, as we've seen, they're saving 50% on the actual payment right now, and they can even add more, consume more energy, because a lot of people are restricting themselves from using the AC because it's so expensive to run that AC. So being able to be comfortable and be able to help them, educate them, and not take a dime from them, and give them a tremendous value proposition, to me was a no-brainer. And also the cost of that Jonathan was talking about, when I also was talking about, the $89. When I ran the mortgage company, every person that came into my firm, I was paying for credit reports. My bill was about just $200 to $300 to $400, $4,000 a month on just credit reports that I had to pay because I was running an entire fleet of solar professionals. So to pay $89, it's the solo is an equivalent of pulling someone's credit. To pay only $89 and have unlimited, it's crazy.
Awesome, man. It's hard to believe that any real estate agent is not offering solar to their clients. They're the trusted expert of their home. It's just amazing why. And I think you're going to hear a major announcement from Powur about how many real estate agents are now joining our platform. Adam, maybe you could take a moment and share the same thing, your background. So some people come from solar, some people don't come from solar. Obviously, you've got a distinguished background in the industry. Maybe you could share that.
Yeah. So I come from working with a smaller local company for about 6 years. Half of that was in door-to-door appointment setting. The other half of that was in virtual solar sales. I found Powur through just, working with other solar consultants in the industry that found Powur to be a much better option. They provide literally the exact same materials that other installers do. They just give you a lot more room to work with customers on the price. And of course, enough room to leave a really good margin for you to take home as well. So it kind of gives you the best of both worlds of why you're in the solar industry. A, to help make a difference. B, to make really good money. So I see this as a much better platform versus the traditional models are going away. And I think one of you guys mentioned companies are disappearing all the time. That old model is not working. So this is a model that is working not only for the sellers, but also for the customers.
Yeah, absolutely. And Adam, while we're with you, why don't we stick with you for a moment? Maybe you can share with everybody out there what your experience has been on the platform with Powur since you joined. I mean, how's the training? How's the communication? Does the money move fast? I mean, what's the deal? Are we holding up our end?
Yeah, absolutely. It's great. So I've had a lot of success in terms of being able to get out there and instantly start my own business. Powur gives me all the tools that I need. The solo, the selling tool. They give me all the interest rates that I need to create the value proposition or to go head to head with any other bids that I want to go against. And per deal, I mean, I was used to making $1,000 to $2,000 per solar deal. Now, consistently, in my market, $4,000 to $5,000 per deal. And that's giving everybody a really good deal. So once again, I think that I've been able to accomplish what I want to accomplish. And of course, Powur is great because it doesn't just limit you to one position. So Powur allows you to grow. So if you have sales experience and you can help other people grow, they incentivize you for that. And in that way, it's a really cooperative model. I think a lot of us with any sales background know that you don't want to be training your competition versus here they actually incentivize you to do that. And that's how we're going to reach our carbon goals. And that's the cool thing about Powur as well, is that when it comes down to it, all of this stuff comes from a place of just doing right by society. And it's cool. They do right by us as the sellers, and they do right by society and just using this platform.
Fair enough. Felipe, what's your experience been since you joined the platform? What's it been like?
My experience. So prior to Powur, I was with Jeff, Don, and Wally, and we sort of started our own venture together. So I worked for other companies prior to Powur. The challenge that I found with other companies is that I was selling, but the installation rate was about 50%. Like it wasn't penciling out. Like 50% of my deals, or 40% were being installed. The rest were being, I was losing because of the lack of production, lack of communication. With Powur, I'm at 90%. Like I can rest to be able to do a contract, and it will take me 25 minutes to 40 minutes from beginning to end. And not only do they have the ABC for the customer to follow through the process and be connected with the private managers, but also for the team that I helped build, they have the ABC, like everything's synchronized. When somebody comes into the platform, we have the ABC so you folks can have the AYC so you won't get lost. And it's like every step you take, it unlocks the next step and the next step so you can grow with the system. So, and ever since I've been here, I mean, I've been over 2 years, it's been nothing but improvement. When people don't have panels, we have them. When people are struggling, we're not perfect, but we're not having those problems, and our jobs are being installed.
No, it's a good point, Felipe. For those listening in, these are challenging times, and these are times of supply chain issues. And Powur has averaged anywhere from $20 to $50 million in cash in the bank, which has allowed us to buy up a lot of what's on the marketplace and stay ahead of the supply chain issues. So, Felipe, in closing, if you could take a moment, what would you say to our guests tonight that are listening in about, making a decision to join Powur?
I can tell you that if you got invited by somebody who's already in Powur, obviously you mean a lot to that person. I think the culture here is very big. It's all about the right people. And if that person took the time to connect you with this, think about where we are. Time has changed. The economy has changed. Inflation is out there. Bills are going to have to be paid. So you are at the right company at the right time. We're just taking off. And just like I tell homeowners when I ask for referrals, you can refer me your friends because they're going solar. Whether if you refer them through me or they're going to go through somebody else and we're going to hear her story. The same thing with you guys. There's a lot of people out there that we don't know that we need you guys, and you guys need us so we can help you start building your team. Just join. You got nothing to lose, especially in this economy. It's very dark, and I can tell you that I can see the light with our company.
Yeah, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets any better. We've got a couple of years, the United States and the world of a downturn economy before this thing turns around. Adam, what would you say to our guests in closing as well? What would you say to them if they're trying to make a decision, the solar pros, the non-solar pros? What would you say?
Yeah. I mean, if you want a job where you have full control over your hours, how you sell, how you focus your time, and something where you can make a lot of money and make a huge difference, absolutely, this is worth it. I think that it provides you all the tools that you need, whether you're a solar professional or not, to accomplish your goals. It's just about you getting out there and collecting bills. And once you're collecting bills, you're closing deals. So yeah, I would say give it a shot. You have nothing to lose. You will take a lot bigger investment risks in your life that don't have the opportunity to pay, 100-fold what you put into it.
Like a monthly cable bill, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Felipe
Bobby,
and Adam, thank you both.
Bobby,
both...
by the way, I'm in Mexico right now as I'm doing this live, and it's all thanks to the freedom of time and location.
That's cool. I believe Mr. Gonzalez is there as well. I believe Edgardo's there as well. Thank you both, gentlemen. We are honored by what you do. And we thank you for everything you're contributing to the planet and to Powur. And anybody that gets a chance to work with either of you would obviously be an honor for them. So thank you again very much. If we could turn the spotlight back over to Mr. Bernasso. Jonathan, I think it's important for people to understand. I mean, there's working and there's living, and then there's a little bit of both. We become great friends. Maybe you could take a moment and share what your life is like today. And I know that can sound like this is not about bragging, folks. This is just about the reality of what one can accomplish when they work as hard as Mr. Bernasso does.
Wow. I mean, first of all, hats off to Adam and Felipe. Adam so eloquently described our model really well, and Felipe just hammering in that real estate home services should be bringing solutions to their clients. It's an amazing touch point. It's a no-brainer. So hats off to those two gentlemen. If you're a guest out there, you're probably just thinking to myself, man, how do I get bills, or who can I invite? Like, you should be hungry to join this platform. But Bobby, my life has changed a lot. I do come from prior solar companies. I've done the BNI networking, Chamber of Commerce, social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, 5,000 friends. I've put in the time. I'm a real estate agent at eXp Realty, so I'm familiar with that model. And when you reached out to me three and a half years ago, the stars aligned, and I don't stop working my butt off. I have a few homes in Southern California. I just got a home in Las Vegas. I just got back from a 2-week trip in Mexico. One of my sellers got married, and then I went to help build a home in Mexico with some of the executives. Won the summer sales contest, a Fisker Ocean, $37,500 vehicle. That's going to be deposited into my account tomorrow. just like
Didn't
that.
you and your brother win a couple other cars, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, 3 years ago, they gave away a Model 3 Tesla. I took #1. And then last year, my twin brother, Chris, no sales, no solar experience, didn't want to sell a thing, brought his marketing background and his genius and realized this is not a sales pitch. This is education and an IQ test. And now he's building and recruiting an organization in a year and a half. He's already making hundreds. And man, my brother's weekly passive check the other day was 4K in 1 week. Guys, multiply that by 52, and he's done that in a year and a half. So 3.5 years in, we're just getting warmed up, Bobby. I've only been full-time since May of 2020, for goodness sake. I quit Sunrun in May of 2020, and I have ultimate freedom, flexibility, taking care of my family, treating others, no hesitation, investing in commercial property now and things I never thought possible. But what's really the best, I alluded to this earlier, is getting to work with my friends and family. Once you achieve that level of realization and gratification, I get to work with my friends, Cynthia and Jeff, and you, Bobby, and Charles, and my twin brother. I get to work with my family, and
That's
it's
cool.
truly amazing. I'll kind of end with this to your question. If I could have thought of the best industry to be in, the best platform and community to be in, the amount of income I'm having, and the philanthropy of giving back, I not to be cheesy, I couldn't have dreamt this 3 years ago, Bobby, without you introducing me to this model.
Yeah. Jonathan, you made an indelible impression, on our company. We'd never be where we were today without people like you. And we're so thankful that you help guide us, always from the field with your experience. Folks, and Jonathan will hang out with me for a minute. He may have some closing thoughts as well. So if you're out there trying to make a decision, again, folks, just remember, there's a time and a place for everything. I met my wife on a blind date. Timing is everything. You have to remember that our president just signed a bill extending the federal tax credits and increasing them. There's no one that would debate the fact that renewable energy is perhaps the greatest and certainly the most important shift of wealth in the history of man and womankind. It's never happened before. It's never going to happen again. If you haven't had a chance, listen to Al Gore's opening statements at the United Nations about the true challenges that our planet is facing, whether we can recover from them or not. It's interesting, when I first helped start this company 8 years ago, you couldn't talk about climate change. People thought it was a political debate. And now it's a scientific reality that if we don't do something, our grandchildren will not live the same lives that we're living today. If folks, if you just connect two dots, that renewable energy is the mother lode. And remember, we're not a solar company, we're a platform. Electric vehicle charging stations, more efficient HVAC systems. I want to sell electric cars on this platform. And then if there's anybody out there that wants to debate the fact that the platform economy is the future of everything. We've watched transportation, Uber and Lyft. We've watched travel, Airbnb. EXP is the fastest growing real estate company in the United States. We've watched Amazon take over the retail industry, like Jonathan talked about. Over and over and over again, every portion of your life has been changed forever. So if you just marry those two, if you buy into the fact that renewable energy is a monster and a platform economy is the only way it's going to work. Jonathan talked about the failures of the companies around us. Folks, they've been doing solar the way they've been doing it for 25 years, 40 years. Costco, Best Buy, Home Depot, 10,000 companies, 125,000 sales reps, and they got 4% market share doing it the old way. We brought a new touch after 8 years of innovation and tens of millions of dollars invested in a board of directors that's raised billions in venture capital. And we work with every major company at the top because they want to be a part of what we're doing. Then you understand where we're going. Jonathan, any closing thoughts from you as well?
You all have hit on so many great points, and I think we put a bow tie on this. I did share in the chat for those of you live here the Al Gore opening, and I'll just say watch that. And to any of you that are watching this recording, obviously get back with whoever invited you to watch this recording, invited you here tonight. Get your questions answered and jump on. We're going to be writing our year goals for next year. This seasons and the holidays are coming to a close. It'll be summer before we know it. We have changing policies, changing landscape. The question is, who's going to get in first? Who's going to build the biggest team? Who's going to write the biggest checks, have the biggest income? So yeah, excited to be here with you, Bobby. Thank you.
Yeah. And folks, we'll be back. We do this every Monday night when it's not a holiday, and we have a major in-person events in many markets around the United States on December 10th. We do Powur Day events, live events. We do them on Zoom and we do them in person. So I would urge you to get back to the person that brought you here, get any questions you have answered. You know, these are the holidays times. Everyone is thankful. We're trying, we want to be thankful for what's happened this year, but everybody, I think, is looking ahead to next year. And in this extraordinary economy and the challenges that the United States and the world are facing, I think everybody's thinking about how could they have a better next year than they had this year? And how can they hedge their bet? Are they really going to depend on their current job or their current industry with what's happening right now? Or do they want to hedge their bet? Look, Mark Cuban doesn't need to be on Shark Tank. He doesn't need the money. He believes in diversifying his portfolio, and maybe you should too. So please, thank you, Jonathan. Thanks to both of our guest speakers tonight. Thanks for all of our Powur members out there. We love you. We wish you a happy holiday. There's nothing more important to us than the culture that we built and the trust that we've established. And to our guests, I hope you make an informed decision. Be a part of the future of renewable energy. You don't want to look back and say, I was there, I heard about it, I was in front of it, and I didn't take action, right? So thank you. Happy holidays. Good night. God bless.